Hello, Squirrel Tribe 2.0. Guess what I learned yesterday? Let me tell you what I learned yesterday. Yesterday, I learned that I would rather eat boiled chicken with no seasoning and boiled broccoli and boiled potatoes for the rest of my life than have to deal with diabetes. I did not realize how time consuming and invasive and difficult diabetes actually is, whether it's type 1 or type 2. So let me just set the stage here for you. Y'all know, if you've been here before, that my mom has been going through some health issues. If you haven't been here before, hey, guess what? My mom's been going through some health issues. 75 years old, was told she had high cholesterol, so they put her on statins over a year ago. Being on statins for a year basically destroyed all her innards. Like, everything has gone just absolute bonkers haywire. There was a leading up to basically the implosion of everything. And there was a massive, like, an ER visit, and things have been not downhill since then, but a very slow trudging uphill battle trying to figure out how to fix everything that the statins made go wrong, right? So she's on prednisone. And it turns out that prednisone will just make your blood sugars just all Willy Wonka style, just crazy, right? So the last time she was at the doctor, they told her that she was diabetic. And she's like, well, shit, right? Before that, for a decade, she's been told that she's pre-diabetic. Although, if we're being honest, I feel like all doctors tell everybody they're pre-diabetic. I don't know if it's to scare them into worrying about diabetes, or if it's so later on when they tell you that you have diabetes, you're not as shocked and, distraught over it, because they're like, well, we've been telling you for a decade, you're pre-diabetic, whatever. So they decided to tell her she's diabetic. They didn't do anything else. Here's what I need to understand. For those of you who are diabetic, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are, I've seen, newborns be labeled diabetic, which I've really never understood how you come out the womb with diabetes. If anybody can explain that, please enlighten all of us. But I've seen a lot of people, type 1, type 2. My neighbor, he's 47 years old, just diagnosed with type 1.5 is what he calls it. So it's like in between a 1 and a 2. And it's a whole lot, right? But if you have been diagnosed with diabetes, when you were diagnosed, when you were told you had diabetes, did your doctor, I don't know, tell you how to control it, check it, do anything? Because my mom's doctor didn't do shit. They were like, hey, by the way, you got some diabetes. And then that was it. So we go to the endocrinologist, and I'm very proud of myself for being able to say the word. Don't ask me how to spell it, but the endocrinologist yesterday. And the one that she got to see, he had a man bun. And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. He's either going to be so incredibly good at his job that it's absolutely insane, or he's going to be like hella hippie with it and just be like, eat more fruits and vegetables, man. And then nothing. Turns out he was like really, really good, man bun and all. And we go in and he's like, okay, so tell me what you've been doing for your diabetes. And my mom is like, literally nothing. And he's like, what do you mean nothing? And she's like, well, I was told I had diabetes. And then here I am to see you so you can tell me what the crap, right? And he's like, so wait, they didn't give you like the little finger prick. They didn't give you anything to put on your arm. They didn't go over what you should eat or not eat. And she's like, no. And I could see in his face the same thing that my face probably did when she told me that, which was, then what was the point in telling you or diagnosing you if you're not going to like give the information that's necessary, right? Like, it feels to me like if you were diagnosed with something, whether it is diabetes, it's gallbladder issues, it's liver issues, kidney issues, skin issues, whatever it is, that there should be some sort of, I don't know, paperwork or pamphlet or follow-up, like explaining all this stuff to you, right? So she's like, no, they didn't tell me anything, so I don't know what's what. And he goes, well, what are your blood sugars? And she's like, I don't know. And I can see the frustration creeping in between the two of them, because he's like, work with me here, give me something. And she's like, bro, I can't give you anything because my doctor didn't give me shit. We are at an impasse here. We both know about the same amount for my diabetes. Like, neither of us know anything. And he's like, all right, so we're gonna start at, scratch, and this is what we're gonna do. And so I want to show you guys what he gave her to try. Like, she's supposed to put this on her arm. Have any of y'all ever used whatever this is, the Dexcom G7? So he tells her, he goes, this is what you're going to do. First off, he's asking her about all the medicines that she's on. So she's telling him everything that she's on, and he's on his computer doing all his stuff while chewing gum with his man bun in, and it's super cute. And so he's looking all this stuff up. And he's telling her what drugs he's going to put her on. And I'm still sitting there going, but we don't know what her blood sugars are. Why are we prescribing anything, right? Like, what's happening here? But he goes, okay, I'm going to give you this Dexcom G7 thing. You're going to put it on the back of your arm for like 15 days. And you're going to download this app and you're going to do all this stuff. And my 75-year-old, deaf as a doorknob, is that how it goes? What is the deaf as what? There's a phrase. Dead as a doornail is the one thing. We're not going that one. Deaf as a... I don't think doorknob is the answer because doorknobs that don't have ears. So that doesn't make sense to me unless I'm just really, right, extra blonde today. But either way, deaf, 75, not exactly the most technologically advanced woman out there. And he's telling her, you're going to stick this thing to your arm. You're going to download this app and this thing in your arm is going to read your blood sugar all day long. And you're going to check it on the app all day long. And then if it seems like it's too low, because the Dexcom G7s have a tendency to read too low, you're going to go get this other thing that I'm going to call in a prescription for you. And you're going to go and it's a finger prick and you're going to test your finger blood sugars or something like that. And then if they're below this number, you're going to take 2 of these pills. But if they're not below this number, you're going to take 1 of these pills and you're going to... And bro, it is so confusing. I'm sitting there going, wait, hold on. I need better notes. Like y'all told me last time, take a notebook and record and do all the stuff. And I did all the stuff. I did all the things. And I'm still hella confused on what is what. He's like, I'm going to put you on 2 different medicines and you're going to take 1 in the morning. You're going to take 1 at night. And he's like, take 1 with your prednisone because it's supposed to counteract high blood sugars and the prednisone spikes your blood sugar. So in theory, they should like cancel each other out, right? And he's giving her all this information. And I'm like, I literally will try now to do everything within my power to not have to be in the situation that my mom is in, because all these different medications, number one, I'm sure it's terrifying for anybody to be on just a freaking circus of medicines and who knows how they're all going to interact with each other, right? But also it's like, you're supposed to live your life. And then as you get towards the end of life, which I don't think 75 is towards the end of life. I think you have plenty, leeway to go. It's supposed to be like the best years, right? You're done raising the kids. You're done raising the grandkids, or at least you're having fun with grandkids. You're done working. In theory, you should be living your best life. In theory, it does not always work out like that, unfortunately, for a lot of people, whether it is health-wise, money-wise, whatever-wise, right? So I'm thinking at 75, the only medicine I want to be taking is maybe a Tylenol because I had too much wine the night before. Like, I don't want to have to be taking stuff for diabetes, for cholesterol, for acid reflux, for liver issues, kidney issues, gallbladder issues, any of it. I don't want to do any of it. I want to stay away from it as much as possible. So I told you guys before, I've been watching Lily Kane on YouTube. I looked at Dr. Berg and I've looked at all these other people. But I've been really focused on Lily Kane because I like her personality. She's kind of, special like me. So I can understand her a lot. And I've been paying attention. And so I saw this thing. You'll notice this big ass box back here. She had a video where she was talking about Thrive and she orders a bunch of her stuff from Thrive. I guess it's like an online thing, kind of like Butcher's Box and Hungry Root and all that other stuff, except for it's not like pre-made food or meats. It's like random stuff that you could probably just go to Whole Foods and Fresh Market and Walmart and Target and buy all this crap too. But she had like a code to order through Thrive that got you half off the year membership or something like that. And then another $30 off your first box. And if you didn't like it, you can cancel the membership within 30 days. So I'm like, work smarter, not harder. So I did the membership and then I ordered the box, which I haven't opened yet. I figured we'd do it together, shits and giggles, right? But then I'm going to cancel the membership because as I was ordering on there, I realized there's not really that much that I want to order through there. I could just go to Whole Foods and buy the stuff myself. But the whole reason I'm bringing this up is when I was talking to my mom about all the stuff she has to do for the diabetes, I was like, you realize you literally have got to change the way you eat. And y'all, when you're stuck in your ways, as much as she goes, I love you, Ma, but I also know better because I complain about my weight on a daily basis. You know what I'm really doing to change it? Not nearly enough. Like I could literally stop eating every bad thing that I do, start going to the gym again, count the calories, count the macros, work out all the time. But I'm not to the point yet mentally or physically where I'm willing to do all the hard things, right? And here I am on my mom's ass about it, like, Ma, you have to do these things, but there's a difference. She is at that point where you need to do these things. Like your health is literally, I hear my dog somewhere. Max, where'd you go? I just saw his tail. She is literally at the point where this is a make it or break it situation, right? So when I was ordering stuff on Thrive, I was thinking of it as let's take little baby steps, right? And how to be healthier with the foods that you eat and the things that you use. Like, so for example, my husband broke out in this weird, like rash kind of thing, about this time last year. About this time last year, he got bit by a yellow fly because they are, enormous and all over the place here in Florida. And we'd never seen one until we bought our house in last February. And over the summer, we're hanging out outside and something bit him and he didn't think anything of it until it got really like gross. And then he ended up on like antibiotics and steroids and all kinds of stuff trying to fix it. We went to the dermatologist, just a whole slew of things. So he started changing the way he was eating and the things I was washing the clothes with, thinking maybe that was what was causing whatever the psoriasis wannabe situation was that was going on with him, right? So I went and started using all free and clear for laundry detergent. We don't use the dryer sheets anymore. Now we have the dryer balls, whatever those things are called, balls, where you should be able to put essential oils on them to give your clothes a certain smell. But I always worry that if you put essential oils on the dryer balls and then put them in, it's just like saying balls, and then put them in the dryer, will those oils not get on your clothes and leave like weird little stains? I'm not willing to attempt it yet, unless it's clothes I don't like. But if I didn't like the clothes, I wouldn't have them or need to wash them and dry it. So anyway, but I saw a lot of different things on Thrive and things that the Lily Kane chick was talking about. So I decided to order some and I'm like, okay, Ma, here's what we're going to do. We are going to sit down and figure out what you're supposed to eat and what you can't eat and what not. But I need to stay with her for like a 24-hour period to see what her blood sugars do as she's eating. Because the dentist guy, he said, first thing in the morning or right when you eat, your blood sugars are going to be the absolute highest right after you're done eating. And then they should taper off. So he wants her to basically journal or notebook what her blood sugars are, what she's eating, so we can kind of track what is causing the ebbs and flows, like the highs and the lows and the whatnots. And then if it gets down to a certain level and stays that way for a while, then maybe that's the right type of foods that she should be eating. So I'm telling her, I'm like, you can't eat anything that comes in a box anymore. Literally stay away from anything processed. And it's one of those, I know, as she then pulls out a processed pack of stuff to eat. But it's very hard to change the way you've done things your entire life, even when you know that you have to, if you would like your entire life to continue on for much longer, right? So that's where we're at right now. We're working with this. But while we were in the endocrinologist, he's asking her, he goes, okay, I'm going to call in these prescriptions for you. So he's looking up all these things that she needs to be able to take. And he's trying to figure out which one her insurance will cover, right? And so he's asking her what her insurance is. And she's like, well, I have Medicare and I have United Healthcare, because when she was in Georgia, she had Kaiser, which I think is way better than United Healthcare. United Healthcare and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida, both to me suck donkey balls. They are not worth shit, but unfortunately that's what we have in the areas that we live in. Back in Georgia, you had all kinds of great stuff and massive hospital systems. And like I said before, I don't understand retiring and wanting to move to certain parts of Florida where the healthcare system is dog shit, because it seems like as you get older, you need the healthcare system more. And it's not really working out very well, right? But anyway, so he's asking her which one is going to cover her medication. And she's like, I don't know. And my brain is going, these are things that I feel like most people should know at this point, but I can understand how very difficult it might be when you're relying on two different forms of healthcare. Like, let's say you have Medicare, you have Medicaid, you have your United Healthcare or whatever you have. That's like three things. And if you have literally anything else, it gets very confusing. And so I'm going to sound like a broken record right now, and I'm perfectly okay with it. And I'm doing it because I love y'all. I am partnered with Chapter Medicare because of not because of all the health issues and things like that from my mom, but because knowing that she was getting older, I wanted a company, people that I could trust to help her with the questions that she has about her Medicare, because I'm not even on Medicare yet, and I have probably 100 new questions every single week, right? So I can't even imagine once you're on Medicare, the kinds of questions that you have once you're going into your doctor and you're trying to figure out your prescriptions or what doctor you can go to, how you see the specialist, all these other things, right? So I told her yesterday, I'm like, well, Ma, call Chapter when we get home, call Chapter Medicare and ask them, you know, tell them these are the drugs that the endocrinologist wants to put you on, and ask them which way is better, through United Healthcare or through her Medicare, because they can answer those questions. They can see all the stuff. And that way it's not a guessing game. Obviously, she can also call the pharmacist, right? But if she calls Chapter Medicare may be able to say, hey, listen, your renewal day is coming up, or there's been some reason why you can change early. Like, there's so many different reasons why people can change their policies and their whatnot at certain times throughout life, whether it's because you moved, a spouse died, you changed your job and you're not on your job's insurance anymore, your doctor left, your hospital closed. Like, there's so many reasons that a lot of people don't realize that you should call and see if you've got other options, right? So I told her, I said, call them and see with them which way is best for you. And if it's through your United Healthcare, if it's through Medicare, if it's, you know, when open enrollment starts up again in, what is it, October or November? October, maybe then it's better for you to change to a different thing. Like, ask the questions. And I always have to tell her the phone number. So I'm going to tell it to you guys because it's here in my head. It's 513-898-3528. And it'll be in the pinned comment too for anybody who has Medicare questions, because the more she's going to these doctor's appointments, the more questions I have, the more questions she has. And I'm sure a lot of y'all have questions for your Medicare as well, which is why I mentioned them. But in theory, she's calling them today to find out kind of sort of what's going on. But I told her, I said, we're going to go grocery shopping. So we're supposed to go back to Costco this weekend to pick up her hearing aids. And I told her, while we're there, okay, we're bringing the cooler and we're going to go through and we're going to get the fruits and the vegetables and the meats and mainly proteins and stuff like that. But I didn't bring any of that in, y'all. I ordered, what's it called? It's called a Mason Genie. It's for mason jars. And I went to Target today and bought a shit ton of like big mason jars, because I was watching these videos about how storing stuff in your refrigerator, in your pantry, in the mason jars keeps things fresher longer, because I find myself throwing out stuff I get at Costco when I get the big ass honking bags of like spinach or Brussels sprouts or strawberries or whatever else. They go bad before I can eat them all. So I was watching this video talking about how in the mason jars, I got the Ball brand, like the big ones, they have this thing you put on top that basically sucks the air out and like seals the top part down for like short-term shelf life, not like the ones where you put it like down in the boiling water and do all that stuff, like the whole canning situation. But this is just to extend shelf life, right? So I ordered one of those and I got the jars, and I told her, I said, we'll go to Costco, we'll get all the stuff. By the time we get back, hopefully the Mason Genie will deliver by like Monday or Tuesday, and we can start putting stuff in jars for her. Because also, as a single woman living by herself, she does not eat nearly as much as a Costco, you know, big honking bag of stuff would allow her to eat, or as quickly before it goes bad or whatever. So we're going to start trying to save the stuff, because it's like, work smarter, not harder. You want to eat fresh and you want to eat healthy, but it's also expensive, and you don't want to like not finish it and throw it away. So you got to find better ways to store it. And in plastic containers, the plastic bags they come in, that's not really it, right? So we're going to do the whole jarring of stuff, but not like whatever. So anyway, let me look at this. So I want to see what's in this Thrive thing, because honestly, I don't remember everything that I ordered, but I want to show you guys what it is. This box is heavy as all get out. So it turns out when you order with Thrive, what they do is they ask all these questions at the beginning for anybody who's curious. They ask all these questions about like what kind of stuff you're looking to get. Are you looking for like soups and cereals and stuff like that? And I was like, no, I was trying to go like as healthy as possible. As healthy as possible. You know what? Let's just move you. Ooh, y'all, that was almost bad. I was like, let's try to go as healthy as possible. So I tried not to get a ton of packaged stuff. So much. But I still ended up getting processed stuff, right? Because it's very hard to just cold turkey everything. But what I got was, I got a bag of these because y'all told me to try the avocado oil ones, because right now I have the potato, beef tallow, salt version, just the whatever. And these are literally potatoes, avocado oil, and sea salt. So less of the chemicals as like Lay's, potato chips, and all that other crap. Oh no. Oh, well then, okay, Thrive. You're packing stuff all stupid here, it seems. Now I have chips everywhere. So that's garbage. Downside to ordering certain things, I guess. Because okay, don't ever order chips through Thrive. Both of them are busted open, and look, they are fully crunched up. This was supposed to be a nice video. You know, I'm not sponsored by anybody over here on Thrive, just FYI. This is not sponsored. This is me just giving you guys my honest opinion of stuff. And right now, my honest opinion is y'all suck at packing the chips and whatnot. I feel like you should have bubble wrapped them or something. Let's see what else is broken in here. So we got the chips because I like those. They're organic and they're really good. You gonna be busted open too? No? Yellow corn chips. Oh, I got these because they're organic, but I couldn't see all of the, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Organic whole grain corn, all right, fine-ish. Organic vegetable oil, mew, but contains one or more of the following: organic sunflower oil and or organic safflower oil and sea salt. See, that's what bothers me. Listen, that's what bothers me. When it says and or, well, if I'm allergic to one and not the other, I'd like to know which one is in it, right? I'm not. I'm allergic to coconut oil. I don't order anything that says and or coconut oil because I'm not really willing to play Russian roulette with my health with your chips, right? But this, when it says vegetable oil, well, is it vegetable oil or is it the other oils? Like that's okay. So maybe those weren't a great idea either. The downside also to ordering stuff like this online, you stuck with it really. I'm sure there's a way to return stuff, but that's a hassle and a half. All right, so these came out smushed also, but at least they're closed. But I wanted to try these for the kid because she wants cookies and stuff. And I'm like, all right, let's try something different. So these were the Scout Organic Variety Pack Soft Baked Cookies. But even these have no ingredients on them. Well, that's very interesting. Maybe it's on the inside, but there's literally no health stuff. Well, now I'm curious because how do you get away with that? Not putting any ingredients on, because it's on each individual. Look, we're just gonna go through the bottom here. It's on individual packets. Okay, so used by September 2026. Oh, you've got a lot of, oh good, coconut sugar. Cool, 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 cool. So I won't be using these. Contains coconut, yep. Coconut oil, coconut sugar, yep. So the double chocolate, these will definitely be for the kid, not me. I won't be eating any of those. The other thing I ordered was another smushed box of stuff. Y'all see these? I ordered these because Lily Kane talked about these with the beef sticks. These are just smushed all beyond get out. Let's see what these are like. Would you go through the bottom again? What are you doing? Something just fell out of there. What was that? What is happening with this box of stuff? Y'all, hold on. All right, the beef stick thing. So this is supposed to be pretty good. Let's see what the ingredients are in this. Grass-fed beef, water, sea salt, citric acid, cracked black pepper, celery powder, granulated garlic, red pepper, coriander, onion powder, thyme, nutmeg, ground basil, and encased in beef collagen casing. All right, so this to me sounds okay, perfectly fine to eat. So I'm gonna try one of these later. They're gluten-free, preservative-free, no antibiotics or added hormones, grass-fed beef, grain-free, pasture-raised. So hopefully, because these little jokers were like 18 effing dollars for this box with how many in them? 12. That's actually not that bad if you think about what it is. Okay, so we'll let that one go. But the other thing I ordered, what I wanted to try were these, the Parm Crisps. Let's see, Parmesan cheese, Romano cheese, Asiago cheese, provolone cheese. Literally, that's it. I could probably figure out how to make it at home, but I wanted to try those. But this is one of the main things that I wanted to, see, they put these in a bag. Son of a, the bag is broken on this too. What is happening here? And the label's all jacked up. I have questions now. I have a lot of questions, but it's okay. It is what it is. So this is one of the things I want to try was the Rosy laundry detergent, because this, in theory, no harsh chemicals, no synthetic fragrances, mineral and plant-based formula. It should be perfectly fine. I don't see a ton of any coconut stuff in here. Hopefully I can read correctly. I mean, there's always a little bit of coconut in every laundry detergent and like shampoos and stuff like that. So I'm kind of used to that. but I got that and the dish soap because I saw that a lot of our dish soap that we use leaves behind this like weird PFAS and like residues and stuff like that. So I figured I would try the dish soap and the laundry detergent and see what it's like. I wonder what it smells like. It says lavender. Let's see what it smells like. Also, the Free and Clear has no scent to it, so it's kind of boring. I washed all the sheets and stuff yesterday and made the bed and got in, and they felt clean, but they didn't have that just out of the dryer smell. And I was kind of like, that's sad, but it is what it is, right? Let's see if I can smell this stuff. Huh. Oh, that smells good. Oh, that smells really good. Okay, well, that's my face. So let's see what it's like on the clothes and stuff like that. If it gets it nice and clean, but yeah, no, that smells really good. The other thing I ordered was this here. Okay, I wanted to try this mouthwash. So the dentist that we go to, they normally have like a plant-based mouthwash that they use, no fluoride, no sugars, like sucralose that a lot of mouthwashes use. But they were out of it. And I was like, all right, let me try something else. So according to this one, I haven't used it. Essential Oxygen BR Organic Mouthwash and Brushing Rinse. We're going to see what it's like. But according to this, it's for whiter teeth, fresher breath, killing bad breath germs. It's free of SLS, alcohol, glycerin, fluoride, which is one of the most important parts to me. And it's not coconut based. It's got peppermint oil in it, but no coconut oil. It's got lemon peel oil, clove bud oil, cinnamon leaf oil. It's a lot of oils, right? But not coconut, which is very, very hard to find. So I'm hoping that this will be good. So I wanted to try that. And then organic ketchup, because look, even that's smushed in like crazy. Organic ketchup is actually really good. I used to get the one from Target that's I think it's Hunt's organic ketchup, but it's so effing expensive that I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And then what else did I get? I don't even know what's in here, y'all. I don't know what's in here. Let's see. I feel like I should know what's in here. I'm the one who ordered all the stuff, but why don't I know what this is? Is it like a freebie? No. I know what this is. Hold on. This is olives. Why are they this color? Organic Castelvetrano, whatever that means. Regeneratively grown olives. They are really bright, right? Like that's freakishly bright for an olive. Is this a normal olive color? Because the green olives I eat do not look like, what's his name? Slimer from Ghostbusters? Slimer? They look like that. Remember the Echo coolers when you were young? Okay, well, when I was little, I used to drink Echo coolers all the time and I loved them. Ecto or Echo? Ecto coolers, yeah. But this is a very bright green, just so we're all fully aware. And then, I don't know what you are. I'm not even going to trust the bottom of this bag. We're just gonna set this thing down since everything else seems to have wanted to open up and go bonkers. So far, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not fully impressed with how Thrive does stuff and sends stuff out. So this will 99.9% be my only time I order through them. So don't be looking at me for like a affiliate link or any of that kind of stuff. Number one, I don't do that, but generally speaking, unless I really, really like the people. Hello packaging. What are we, oh, pickles. Organic pickles also, which is stupid because I already had organic pickles. Had a big ass honking jar from Costco. Which, side note, if you take smoked Gouda and wrap it around a pickle, bro, best snack ever. Best snack ever. So I have kosher pickles. All of this was $45, which, given the fact that a lot of this is organic or healthier for you in theory, doesn't feel like a lot. But seeing as how 2 bags of chips came fully busted open, every box in here has been busted. At least the glass jars are good. To me, I don't think it's worth it. And that's with $30 off. I didn't even think about that. If I hadn't had the discount, this would have been $70. I could get way more than that at Publix for cheaper, or even Walmart and Target or whatever. Now, for people who rely on delivery services, maybe, but even then, I don't know if it's really truly worth it. Honestly, that's just my personal opinion. It was worth trying, but I don't think I love it enough, especially now that I have to mop or sweep and vacuum and all that other stuff because I have chips all over my damn floor. I'm not super thrilled about that, but it is what it is. And I got to remember, don't eat these because I don't want to die from cookies. Y'all. Okay. Also, I started the book. I finished the other one. I finished the other book. I don't know if you guys are here, but I finished the other book. and it was amazeballs. And I was right about who I thought was the whodunit, right? But I started this one, and I'm on page 49, and I love it. I love it already. I don't know what it is about Megan Miranda, but the way she writes is absolutely amazing. Y'all, I'm not really hungry right this second, but I'm very curious about the beef stick. We could have, oh, that smells. Oh, that smells. Okay, please hold. My nose was not ready for what was about to happen. Whew. Okay. That is a very strong smelling meat stick. Oh, I am not a toddler, I swear. I can be an adult. I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay, we're gonna do it. Oh, stop smelling it. Oh, hey, Zeus Almighty. There's a little, hold on. There's a little bit like step into a Slim Jim or snap into a Slim Jim, whatever that Slim Jim thing is. They're real meaty. It tastes like a beef stick. I think maybe if I was eating it with a pickle or some of the chips, it'd be better. It's not bad, but there's like this tartness that gets you right about here. And again, we can make all kinds of jokes, beef stick, back of your throat, but we're not gonna do it because we're adults here who don't drag their mind through the gutter on a daily basis. I mean, okay. Hold on. I was gonna make a comment about how it doesn't swallow right, but we're not gonna do that either. It's okay. It's okay. I'm standing in chips right now. It's okay. I mean, I'm still chewing. Why? Oh my gosh. Hold on. I need water. Wait. Oh. Okay. It's water, I swear. Here's what I would suggest. The Thrive Market beef stick, because that's what it's called. Thrive Market beef stick. Already got some good flavor. Just be prepared for the way your kitchen's going to smell when you open one. I would also not suggest eating these without somebody near you to give you the Heimlich maneuver when it gets stuck in your throat. And again, I'm not being gutterish there. I'm saying that beef casing makes it a little hard to, oh wait, right? So I'm gonna have to wash it down a little bit. Don't die. Y'all ever do that when you're chewing popcorn? This is stupid, I know. But we go to get popcorn when we're at the movies, and my husband always wants a large tub because AMC back in the day, we're gonna bitch for a second. AMC back in the day, you went and got a large tub of popcorn. The Joker was bigger than like your whole entire torso, and it was like $5. Now a large popcorn at AMC is like this big, and it's $11 effing. But you get free refills. Okay, anyway. So he gets the popcorn, and we normally wait till like 30 seconds before the movie starts before I get sent out to go get the popcorn because I'm the one with the AMC app and all the fun stuff, and I move faster than he does, whatever. So we get the popcorn, and then I take a couple handfuls off the top, but not a lot because AMC, guess what they use to make their popcorn? Coconut oil. Fun times, not trying to die in the middle of a movie, but I will, play just a little bit of roll the dice with a handful or two of popcorn because it's not that much coconut oil. But by the time I get through the second handful, I'm like, okay, you should probably stop now because you're going to die. So I'll eat like a handful or two. But tell me if this happens to you. You're chewing the popcorn, and then it gets all like kernely, and then it's very hard to swallow the popcorn because then it's like just dry kernely pieces. So then you just swallow it with a drink, kind of like you're taking a pill, like just wash the whole thing down. Or is that just me? I think I learned that when I was little, and my mom would make boiled Brussels sprouts. And I had to eat them because I was in punishment, I guess. And so I would hold my nose, but I would take a drink and try to just swallow them almost whole because ew, right? Anyway, you're going to need to do almost kind of the same thing by the time you're done chewing this. Because once you chew out, that sounds weird too. Once you get done chewing the innards, the little middle part there, this little outskirt, it wants to kill you. It gets right there. So FYI, if you ever want to order Thrive Market beef sticks, do so at your own risk. Okay. What was I going to tell you guys? I had something else. Picked up the kid from school today. Oh, I got my nails done. Look, they're green. They're sage. You know what's funny? I asked my husband, I said, babe, what color should I do my nails today? And he just said sage. And I was like, did you look at my underwear this morning? I'm not going to show y'all, but it's literally the color of my underwear this morning. So maybe he was peeking while I was getting dressed after my shower. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. But this is like my absolute favorite color besides pink. So I like it. It's different. It's not bright and stuff like I normally do, but I'm a fan. So there's that. Also, this one's really heavy. Oh God, that scared me. I think these are the cooler things. We got a cooler so we can go to the beach, right? Summertime, you want to go to the beach. It's hot as balls out and you want to be able to take water with you or like some fizzy drinks or something, but we're tired of putting ice in there. Here's the thing. For my entire life, it's, hey, we got to go by the gas station and get 2 bags of ice and, you know, drop them on the ground in the concrete so they get all broken up, and then you pour them down into the cooler and you put the cans down in there. And then every time you go in there, you're just digging your hand down into ice water, right, to get the can out, and then you're dripping ice water, which is sometimes feels good, sometimes it doesn't. But then the water gets all gross. It's not even like you can use the ice because everybody's hands have been in it. So it's useless ice. It's only there to keep things cold. So my husband was like, you know what, maybe we should work a little smarter this summer. And instead of just having ice that we then have to dump out all the water, because if you forget, and then you open the lid on your cooler a week or 2 later and it's full of that gross water, that smells just as bad as that beef stick. It's like, we don't want that to be our life this summer. Let's work smarter, right? So I ordered a bunch of cooler thingies. What are they called? Ice packs. I thought I got big ones. I guess this is the small one. It's very hard to tell, fellas. It's very hard to tell size from pictures. Okay. So when I was looking at it on Amazon, it was hard to tell how big everything was. And like they told me it's so-and-so millimeters or centimeters. That's not how ladies think. When we see the size of something in a picture, we have to compare it to something else that we've seen in our lives, right? And so I was mentally picturing these as the ones that used to come in lunch boxes. And it's kind of sort of what it is. So I got some of these. What just got in my hand? You'll ever get a piece of metal in your hand? Why does that hurt so bad? Was there fiberglass somewhere? Ow. Anyway, I don't know what I've done there. It's fine. So what does it say? Freeze and reuse, refreezable, cools without ice, non-toxic gel. So I got these to put like in the bottom of the cooler. And then I got these. Oh, look it did send. Look at my little brush. This is the stupidest thing I've ever bought in my life, but it was $4.99 on Amazon, and it's for inside my Mustang, and it comes with its own little, this is not a face brush. This is to get all the little dust and the stuff off the dash of my car, but it's pink. And I was like, oh, come on, let me be girly in my car. So I got this to clean off everything in the car, and I'm super excited about it. And like I said, it comes with a little case, which is great if it actually works. It clips. Look it. So you can keep it clean. I'm so excited about that. $4.99, well spent. All right, so these are the other cooler thingies that I got. I think these were like $12 for 2 of them on Amazon. And then this pack here, oh no, I ordered 2 of the same ones. I remember. I ordered 4 of those. So 2 on the bottom and 2 on the sides. And then I got some like super thin ones to put like between layers of cans. And I'm hoping that will work. But I know you have to get all your stuff cold before you put it in the cooler, like your cans and stuff. It doesn't work without ice if you put like room temperature stuff in a cooler. So hopefully we're not new at going to the beach and taking a cooler, but we've never really gone and hung out like that. Normally we would just go walk on the beach, but this summer I was like, no, we're going to be beach people. We're going to go out there early as heck, because it's going to be crowded beyond all belief. So we're going to go out there like 7 a.m. because it'll already be hot as balls by like 8 o'clock. So we'll go out there like 7, maybe 7 to 10. And then as soon as everybody and their mama shows up and then people start smoking on the beach and playing the weird music and whatever, we'll leave. So these hopefully will come in handy for that. But then I ordered some more stuff for my car, and I really hope this is it. Because it's stupid stuff. It's not stuff I needed, but I had all these Amazon points and I was like, okay, I'm going to use them for me because I've earned them by doing stuff for everybody else, right? Oh, here's the little ones. So I got these, the little bitty skinny ice packs to put in between the things. I thought would be a really good idea. But look what I ordered. Okay, so it should be pink. I ordered these for the back of the seats. You hook them on the back of your seat, and then you can put bags on them. Oh, you hook them like that. And then you can put your bag, your purse, your whatever. But I figure if I put this and hook it on the back of the headrest for my seat, I have Recaros. It won't work in my car. I am an idiot. I forget. It'll work in the Expedition. Whatever. So I got them for the Mustang, forgetting that with the Recaro seats, there's no hook. Bless it. $4.99. It is what it is. But then you can hook your hats on there, or your purse, or your grocery bags, or whatever else. So I guess I'll use it in the Expedition because it'll still come in handy. You know, some days, I know I'm a smart woman. I know I am, but some days I question it. Some days I'm like, ma'am, are you sure? Did you fall on your head at least once? And then I ordered these to go down in the drink insert spot, you know, so that it catches all the condensation, but pink to go with, y'all, the pink. Hello, the interior stuff is going to be pink. But then, because I got the computer, right, that now has chips all over it. I showed you guys a while ago. It's like a navy computer. I ordered a pink clear case to go on top of it with like pink flowers and butterflies to put on top because I think pink and blue looks great together. And then I ordered a plate holder for the back of my car. It's just a rubber pink plate holder and put my plate on the inside. You're going to know a girl's driving that thing every single time I drive by you. That is the plan. That is the goal. I almost put my computer in there. Where am I putting you? That's the plan and the goal. So, now I got to clean all this stuff up. This feels very chaotic today. I'm aware of how chaotic this entire thing feels. And it wasn't on purpose, but we did go have coffee right before this, and I had a double cortado, which is 2 shots of espresso. So that might have something to do with it, by the way. Anyway, I guess that's it. We're going to meet friends of ours for dinner tonight. So the friends that we're going to meet, she has a jewelry line. And I love her jewelry. She actually made me a necklace for my birthday. You guys notice I wear an A all the time. I've had this necklace for a decade. I've worn it every single day for a decade because my daughter's name starts with A. So I've always had it on, right? Since she was 6. And my friend Melissa, she sees me wearing it all the time. So for my birthday, she made me a really nice, with the greens, because greens are my favorite colors. She made me this beautiful necklace, and she put it looks like, it's not mother of pearl or anything like that, but it looks like it with like little diamond insert, not real diamonds either, but diamond A in the middle. So I can dress it up, but still have my daughter's initial with me, which I thought was just, how incredibly thoughtful and beautiful is that? But I wanted to ask her if I can mention her jewelry line on here because I think it's beautiful, but I don't want to be like, hey, y'all should look at this. If she's like, no, I'd rather you not. So I won't do it if she says no. But the other thing I want to mention to you is YouTube sent out this email. Y'all, they sent out this email. So I'm giving you a heads up for every channel that you watch. It's not just me. They sent out this email and they were like, I'm giving myself hiccups. What does it say? I'm going to read it to you. Okay. It says, hello, Squirrel Tribe 2.0. Like literally, it's so small. Cause I took a screenshot. It says, we're writing to let you know that on Monday, May 11th, 2026. So about not even a month, like 3 weeks. You will automatically be opted into auto tagging for your YouTube shopping affiliate program account, which they automatically put me in also. Auto tagging utilizes an AI model to detect products within your videos and automatically tag them with corresponding items from our YouTube affiliate product catalog. It is designed to save you time and help you earn commission for purchases made through your content. Please note, auto tagging may occasionally make mistakes. You will be notified in Creator Studio whenever products are auto tagged, and you always have full control to edit or remove these tags at any time. So here's my question for y'all. I tagged the book that I was reading in my last video. I've never tagged stuff before because that feels very selly, like go buy this and meh, right? But I auto tagged that one because I talked about that one. I really like that book, and that way you guys would remember the book. But it's going to start automatically tagging things. My question for y'all as the viewers is, do you like that kind of stuff? Because if you're like, I hate it, I'm going to remove all that stuff. But if you tell me as a viewer that it helps you remember if there was something you saw that you liked that you wanted, I will leave them in there. This is fully up to y'all as far as I'm concerned, because I don't care either way about whatever this affiliate thing is that they're talking about. That's not why I do the videos that I do. I do them and I tell you all that stuff because I just enjoy it. But if it's easier for y'all and you'd like that, I'll leave them. If you're like, no, it feels gimmicky, we'll remove all those jokers. So I'm giving you a heads up because you're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff start popping up on May 11th. if people don't realize that they can go in and turn it off and remove it, just as a heads up. Not so you don't think that all the creators out there are just trying to like flood you with shit to buy, because that's not, well, for me at least, that's not the case. I guess that's it. I'm gonna go put this thing on the computer and then put the other stuff in the car. Then go meet our friends for some Mexican food. Tacos sound really good. And I'm gonna put this beef stick in a bag and put it in their refrigerator. Then it's gonna make the refrigerator smell. But I do think it'd be good as a pickle later. I guess I'm gonna save it and see what happens. And I'll let you guys know. But besides that, I love y'all. I'd love your information also. Wait, we're going back to the beginning here. Anybody out there with diabetes, if you could give me any information on what kind of stuff my mom needs to avoid, because I mean, I can ask Google, but I'd rather ask people who literally have to do this, or like, because it's like a life or death situation. I trust y'all more than I trust Google being like, tell her not to eat potatoes, you know? Like, give me like real information, right? So I'm asking y'all, if you don't mind or are so inclined, just inform us all in the comment section, because there might be other people out there you can help with the information that y'all have. So besides that, I will put a link in the description for Chapter Medicare for anybody out there who has Medicare questions, right? And then I don't plan on tagging any of this stuff, because it starts May 11th, so I don't plan on doing it. If there's something in here that you guys want tagged, let me know and I'll try to add it in later, but I don't really see any point right now. Besides that, I hope you'll have a fabulous rest of your Friday, because right now it is Friday, my dudes and dudettes, and I will see you guys later. Okay, love you all. Goodbye.